One of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Everyone, welcome in to Full Court Press. I'm your host, Harold Brashear, coming to you live on Hometown 24, sponsored by MCHC. And I tell you what, kind of an abbreviated week of high school basketball. A lot of teams playing on the road and tournaments and whatnot, but still just a full week of games. A lot of games going on in a short period of time. And we're going to jump right in, get involved with our girls' scoreboard. And starting that off was the game from last week. Knott County Central defeated Cordia 70-32. Allie Hall for Knott Central. What a game. She had 26 points, 10 of 11 from the field, 6 of 7 from the three-point line. Krista Lewis led Cordia with 8 points and 8 rebounds. But, man, what a game by Allie Hall and the Knott County Central Lady Patriots. Leslie County hosted Buckhorn. They defeated them 71-48 in a 54th District showdown. Courtney Hoskins led Leslie County with 28 points. Iris Napier had 17. Brooklyn Riley led Buckhorn with 16 points on 6 of 8 field goal shooting. Powell County traveled to Lee County. They got a district win, 63-41. Makira Cottle for Powell County, 22 points, 11 rebounds. A nice double-double. Presley Hall from Powell County, 22 points, knocked down 6 three-point shots in that game. Powell County won the battle of the boards 33-17 with 10 points each. It was Kenna Wright, Kaylee White, and Presley Condiff leading the way for Lee County. Letcher Central got a win over Harlan. Kaylee Banks led the way with 19 points, 6 rebounds. Lauren Boggs, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Nice double-double for Lauren Boggs. Kylie Knoll for Harlan had 22 points. Amani Wynn, 13 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double for Harlan. Letcher Central won the game despite going 18 for 45 from the free throw line. Powell County traveled to Perry County Central. Perry County Central with a 72-59 win. Emily Neese with 20 points, 7 rebounds. Kyra McElarnis chipped in with 20. Kansas Stevens from Powell County had 18 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Powell County 14 of 26 from the line. And I tell you what, free throw shooting coming a growing problem, it seems, throughout the 14th region this season. Estill County got a big win on the road at Owsley County, 47-43. J.C. Long led the way for the Lady Engineers with 20 points, 9 rebounds. Haley Angel with 12 points, 7 rebounds on 6 of 9 shooting. Lexi Lynch led Owsley County with 14 points. Owsley County lost the Battle of the Boards 37-25 and were only able to make 15 of 59 field goals for 24.5%. Knott County Central traveled to Richmond to play at Madison Central in the Jack Burford Classic. They opened up with a 60-51 loss against Henry Clay. Allison Stone led Henry Clay with 27 points, 10 rebounds. Ariana Sutton with 17 points. Abby Maggard led Knott Central with 17. Knott Central out-rebounded 32-22. In a very tight game from the 54th District, Perry County Central traveled to Buckhorn, and it was Perry Central eking out a 57-53 win. Emily Neese led the way with 21 points for Perry Central. Caitlin Bowling with 23 points on 6 of 6 shooting for Buckhorn, or 6 of 6 free throws. Estill County, they hosted Garrett County, and they came up a little short, 56-46. Addison Peevely for Garrett County, 13 points, 14 rebounds. Haley Angel led Estill County with 15 points, 7 rebounds. Knott Central, their second game of the week at Madison Central, they took on Rockcastle County, a back-and-forth ball game. They came up just short, 60-56. Keely King led Rockcastle County with 18 points. She was 4 of 10 from the three-point line. Abby Maggard, 20 points for Knott Central, 8 of 13 shooting, 4 of 7 from three-point range. Brooke Mason with a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. Moving on, Redbird traveled to Buckhorn, and Buckhorn with a 55-51 victory. Caitlin Bowling, 16 points to lead 4 Lady Wildcats in double figures. Alyssa Gibson for Redbird, 22 points, 13 rebounds. Letcher Central played another tight game, came up just short against Lawrence County, losing 62-60. Kinsley Feltner, what a game from Lawrence County, 40 points and 14 rebounds. Letcher County Central, led by Kira Couch, with 16 points. Lauren Boggs, 14 points, 11 rebounds. And Letcher Central, 11 of 26 from the free throw line, 1 of 18 from the three-point line. And that definitely went a long way in that tight loss. Powell County traveled to Bath County, where they defeated Boone County 67-39. What a game from Kenna Neal. 31 points, 12 rebounds, 15 for 16 from the field. Cadence Roark led Boone County with 15 points. Leslie County traveled to Corbin to play in their Christmas tournament. Corbin, 74-43 win over Leslie County. Knott Central was back in action against Pulaski County, and it was Pulaski County with a 67-43 win. Moving on, Estill County playing at Bath County again fell just short to Campbellsville, 63-61. Haley Angel, a double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Mia Hale chipped in with 18 points and 9 rebounds. Knott County Central faced Lincoln County their last game at Madison Central, 63-32 winners. Owsley County traveled to Letcher Central, and it was Letcher Central with a big 69-47 win. Perry Central hosted Morgan County, and Morgan County avenged an earlier season loss with a 63-40 win. Harlan County defeated Leslie County at Corbin 58-51, and then Breathitt County defeated Buckhorn 62-51. And that's it for our girls scoreboard. I want to remind everybody, you see on the screen right now, you can follow us at Full Court on 21 on Twitter. It's the Full Court Press page. And then you can also get us on Facebook, Full Court Press. It's at Full Court on 24. And then you can email us 24fullcourtpress@gmail.com. And anybody who's watching out there, send us some, if you got some players you think are putting up some good numbers, send them in to us. We'll put them on our Full Court Press Players of the Week. Well, we don't really call them Players of the Week. They're Performers of the Week, because we try to get as many kids on as we can. And if you got any highlights, everybody in the stands, they've got a camera, video camera. It's right on their phone. If you got some highlights you'd like for us to show, send those to me. We'll get those on the show. Right now we're going to step away, take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at our boys scoreboard from the week on Full Court Press.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Heineman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back into Full Court Press. I'm your host, Harold Brashear. We are sponsored, as always, by MCHC. And I tell you, jumping into boys action now. And we started with one of our games that we had on TV last week. Cordia traveled to Knott County Central, and it was Knott Central coming away with a 54-51 victory. Jaden Huff, 17 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Chuck Mullen, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 7 of 9 from the field. Nas Welch, 13 points. Cordia, only 2 of 15 from the three-point stripe, only 16 rebounds for the game. Good win district-wise for Knott County Central. All three teams now in the 53rd District set at 1 win, 1 loss. Jackson City went to Owsley County. They got a 57-47 victory. Xander Terry led Owsley County with 12 points. Powell County defeated Morgan County 44-43. That game went to overtime. Dalen Williams, 10 points for Powell County. Chandler Congleton, 9 points, 11 rebounds. Chance Wright, 14 points for Morgan County. Powell County, only 3 for 13 from the free throw line. Letcher County Central traveled to McGoffin County. They lost 66-63. In the game of the week last week, Hazard traveled to Perry Central, and it was all Commodores all the time in an 80-53 win. Landon Napier led the Commodores, 31 points, 11 of 17 from the field, 6 of 9 from the three-point line. Tyler Day, 17 points, 5 of 7 from the three-point line. Lance McKenzie, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Perry Central, 13 of 21 from three-point range. Andrew Ford led the way for Hazard, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Hazard, 0 of 3 from the three-point stripe, 9 of 20 from the free throw line. Leslie County traveled to Barberville. They came up short, 66-53. Lee County traveled to Estill County in a 56 district matchup. Estill County with a 75-59 victory. Zach Watterson had 23 points. Jack Fox had 20 for Lee County. Shelby Valley defeated Buckhorn 87-65 in a game played at Rowden County. Caleb Lovins, 19 points. Kobe Fuller, 18. Preston Johnson, 18 for Johnson Central, or for Shelby Valley, who shot 35 of 53, 66% from the field. Cameron Cottle, a big day for Buckhorn, 21 points, 13 rebounds. In another game between the top two teams in the 55th District, it was Breathitt County holding on 68-65 over Wolfe County. Christian Collins and Bryce Hoskins with double-doubles. Collins 14 points, 15 rebounds. Hoskins 11 points, 11 rebounds. Breathitt dominated the boards 46-20. Wilgus Tolson for Wolfe County, 38 points, 7 rebounds, 14 of 23 from the field, 8 of 15 from the three-point line. Sawyer Thompson, 16 points, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. Breathitt County bounced back the next night, played Owsley, defeated them 92-48. Austin Sperry, 23 points on 9 of 11 shooting. Andrew Combs, 18 points. He was 4 of 5 from the three-point stripe. Another dominating performance on the board. Breathitt County 49, Owsley 17. Moving on to the DJ Begley Classic at Memorial Gym in Hazard, Cordia defeated Middlesboro 82-65. Greg Brooks led the way with 20 points. Nas Welch with 18 and 7 rebounds. Jago Robinson had 16 points. Caden Grigsby led Middlesboro with 19 points. Hazard defeated Powell County 72-54. And then it was a rematch of a game we saw at the YMT tournament. Perry County Central 68-59 over Harlan. It was Landon Napier with 24.6 rebounds. Ridge Beverly with 17 points. Perry Central won despite missing 16 free throws, 19 of 35 from the free throw line. Estill County went to Rowan County. They came up short 59-45. Letcher County Central lost to Thomas Nelson 71-58. Cordia with a big win over Martin County 98-76. And this Perry County Central traveled to McCreary Central playing in their tournament. First round win over Wayne County 59-58. Ridge Beverly ended up with 21 points. Landon Napier with 19. Wolfe County played at Sayre. They lost to East Jessamine 51-43. Lee County with a district win over Powell County 81-75. Zach Watterson 31 points, 6 rebounds. Bryce Angel 19 points. He was 5 of 6 from three-point range. Lee County blistering the nets, 29 of 50 from the field, 9 of 14 from three-point range. Knott Central traveled to Pikeville. They lost 79-57. Estill County defeated Owsley County 65-39. Perry Central in their second game at McCreary Central defeated McCreary Central 78-77. Buckhorn defeated Morgan County 62-43. Wolfe County over Sayre 56-45. Hazard lost to Paintsville in Gatlinburg by a score of 70-64. Estill County traveled to Floyd Central. They lost 79-67. Perry County Central finished off their tournament. McCreary Central with a win 67-52, and Hazard with a win over Calvary Christian 59-47. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear, I'm going to give you our list of our elite or our full court performers on the girls and boys sides, our top rebounders and top snipers. These are the elite players from this week in 14th Region High School basketball. Then when we get finished with that, we have a special guest tonight, Mr. Basketball Cameron Justice, going to join us tonight, current Western Kentucky Hilltopper, former Knott County Central Patriot, Mr. Basketball in 2015. Cameron Justice will be with us after we give you our full court performers for the week, and that'll come right after this break on Hometown 24's Full Court Press.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Heineman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available. Whether that be through expansion of our fiber to the home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back into Full Court Press, brought to you by MCHC. I'm your host, Harold Brashear, and it is time for our Full Court Performers of the Week. And we will start on the girls' side, and I tell you what, it looks like leading the way, Kenna Neal. Powell County versus Boone County, 31 points, 12 rebounds, 15 of 16 from the field. And then how about Allie Hall from Knott County Central versus Cordia, 26 points, 10 of 11 from the field, 6 of 7 from the three-point line. Courtney Hoskins, Leslie County versus Buckhorn, 28 points, 5 rebounds. Kaylee Banks of Letcher Central in that matchup with Owsley County had 25 points on 10 for 15 shooting. Makira Cottle from Powell County versus Lee County, a double-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds. Caitlin Bowling from Buckhorn versus Perry Central had 23 points. She was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Haley Angel of Estill County versus Campbellsville had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 9 of 15 shooting. J.C. Long of Estill County had 20 points and 9 rebounds versus Owsley County. Emily Neese of Perry County Central put up 20 points and 7 rebounds versus Powell County. She was also 3 of 6 from the three-point line. Presley Hall with that 22-point performance against Lee County. She was 6 of 13 from three-point range. Abby Maggard of Knott Central versus Rockcastle had 20 points on 8 of 13 shooting, 4 of 7 from the three-point line. Our top rebounders of the week. Krista Lewis of Cordia had 18 rebounds against Fairview. Kaylee White of Lee County had 14 rebounds against Bluegrass United. Brittany Daniel of Buckhorn had 13 rebounds against Perry County Central. And with 12 each, it was Sarah Baker of Estill County, Lauren Boggs of Letcher Central, Eden Melton of Leslie County, and Kenna Neal of Powell County. Those are our top rebounders of the week. Our top snipers this week, Allie Hall versus Cordia. She's a Lady Patriot from Knott Central, 6 of 7 from the three-point line. Presley Hall from Powell County was 6 of 13 against Lee County. Abby Maggard from Knott County Central was 4 of 7 versus Rockcastle. J.C. Long of Estill County was 3 for 5 versus Campbellsville. Emily Neese from Perry County Central was 3 for 6 versus Powell County. Courtney Hoskins from Leslie County was 3 of 6 versus Buckhorn. And Brooke Mason of Knott County Central was 3 of 6 versus Rockcastle County. Switching sides, going over to the boys, are full court performers of the week. Wilgus Tolson of Wolfe County in that big matchup with Breathitt County. He had 38 points, 7 rebounds, 14 of 23 from the field, 8 of 15 from the three-point line. Andrew Ford of Hazard, in that game, they came up short against Paintsville, but he did all he could. 36 points, 11 rebounds, 13 of 17 from the field. In the game of the week last week, Landon Napier of Perry County Central had 31 points, 11 of 17 from the field, 6 of 9 from three-point range. Zach Watterson of Lee County had 31 points and 6 rebounds versus Powell County. Andrew Ford showing up again, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 12 of 16 from the field versus Powell County. Andrew Ford had a big week. Hayden Neese of Buckhorn had 25 points versus Fleming County. Austin Sperry of Breathitt County facing Owsley County, he had 23 points, 9 of 11 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Landon Napier of Perry Central had 24 points and 6 rebounds versus Harlan. Zach Watterson had 23 points on 5 of 8 three-point shooting versus Estill County. and Cameron Cottle of Buckhorn had 21 points and 13 rebounds against Shelby Valley. Top rebounders this week, Christian Collins led the way. Breathitt County's own Christian Collins versus Wolfe County, he had 15 rebounds. Jacob McCoy had 14 rebounds versus Morgan County. Cameron Cottle from Buckhorn and Chandler Congleton from Powell County had 13 rebounds each. Congleton also had a game of 11. Bryce Hoskins from Breathitt County had a game of 11. Andrew Ford of Hazard with 11. Skylar Ritchie of Wolfe County with 11. Top snipers this week, Bryce Angel of Lee County. He was 5 of 6 versus Powell County. Landon Napier of Perry County Central was 6 of 9 versus Hazard. Tyler Day was also in that same game. He was 5 of 7 versus Hazard. So those two guys, 11 of 16 total from the three-point line that game. Matt Waterston, Lee County versus Estill County, he was 5 of 8. Wilgus Tolson, we told you about him. He had that game. He was 8 of 15. Andrew Combs of Breathitt County was 4 of 5 versus Owsley. Jackson Hamilton of Breathitt County was also 4 of 5 versus Owsley County. And those are our full court performers of the week here on Full Court Press on Hometown 24, brought to you by MCHC. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have former Mr. Basketball, current Western Kentucky Hilltopper Cameron Justice on Full Court Press.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber to the home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Welcome back in to Full Court Press, and we're joined by Cameron Justice of the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And Cameron, really appreciate you coming over to Hindman, Kentucky and talking to us. I know you were playing last night and you didn't hear it, but it was grating everybody's nerves. They were talking about you being from Hinman instead of Heineman. How often do you hear that?
About every game. Almost every time we go into a game, the reporters come up to me before the game and say, "Is it Hinman or Hyman?" I always say it's Hyman. Looks like Hinman, I guess, but it's Hyman. So. And,
Cameron, you were one of the most decorated high school players, not only in the history of the 14th region, the history of the state. I made a few notes here. 3rd all-time leading scorer, 3,587 points. That's a lot of points. That's a whole lot of points. I mean, you made 834 free throws. That's more points than most people have. Almost 400 three-point shots, 389. I know it took a tremendous amount of hard work, but what else led you to be able to put up numbers like that in high school?
Most importantly, I think it was just my teammates. That group of guys that I came up with, me, Simon, Chance, and Evan. They were just, I give a lot of credit to them because there was a lot of times where they would just come to me and be like, listen, do your thing, we'll rebound it, we'll set the screens, we'll do all the dirty work, just you take us to where we need to get to.
And I tell you, speaking firsthand, before I went over and coached the girls, I was an assistant coach at Hazard. You guys were a nightmare to try to prepare for. Because you were a tremendous player, but man, all those guys could play. Evan Hall was as good of a post player as there was, and those other guys, it just seemed like they knew what to do and they did it.
Absolutely, Evan's presence at that time was just unreal, and then especially in his later part of his years, his junior and senior year, he was an absolute dominant big man in this region and actually across the whole state. But then you had guys like Simon and Chance who were just gritty and did everything they were supposed to win games.
And it seemed like you always came up with that 5th guy who just played the role. And then sometimes it came from places you weren't expecting. I know Blake Schrum, I think it was, came off the bench in the finals your junior year and made some huge shots for you guys. And but just a tremendous high school career, Mr. Basketball. 4 trips to the state tournament. Speaking as a guy who never got to play in one, and there's a lot of good players that never got to play in one, what's it like to get to go down there and play 4 times?
It's kind of just being blessed, from the first time you step on a court as a freshman, the whole thing you talk about every year. When every season starts, every preseason, the only thing you're talking about every year is winning the championship. Starts with a district, then it goes to region, and then it goes to a state championship. And I think we were just really good at keeping our mindsets plateaued, as I would say. But it was kind of just the next game feel. Whatever game was up next was the most important game, and that's how we stuck to it.
And you and I talked a little bit off air about your junior season. One of the top seasons in the 14th region history, probably had 5 different teams ranked in the top 20 that year. 2 as high as the top 10. You guys had to beat 3 of those teams that year. You had to beat Perry Central on their home court, then Breathitt and Hazard. But other than that year, you really didn't have a whole lot of friction to make it to the state tournament. Had a couple blowout wins to go, and you guys were just an unbelievable team.
I don't know if it was lack of competition or anything like that, because every year there was great competition. I think it was just the type of mindset and focus that we had in our locker room and within our culture, that we knew we weren't gonna get that far and then get beat. That was what we had set our minds out to from the beginning.
And now, you took Knott County Central state tournament 4 times. How many times in that 4-year run did you see Coach King smile?
Probably when we won the regional tournament, so that's 4 times.
So 4 times total. So that's more than most teams get to see him smile. But tell us a little bit. You won Mr. Basketball, ended up going to Vanderbilt. They had a coaching change at Vanderbilt. Went to IUPUI, played with Evan Hall for a season, had a big season. Then it went to Western. And then tell us a little bit about, you and I talked earlier. You had no idea you were going to be playing this year.
Absolutely no clue. I was talking about it in an interview yesterday, I think before the game. He kind of just asked me like, how did this come about? And really there was no come about of it. I just took a GA spot to be on the Western staff. I was there, started July 1st, worked that whole month. Coach needed the body to play pickup towards the end of July. I played a game of pickup with him. After that, Coach called me in his office and said, we need to sit down and talk. So I was like, well, what are we going to talk about? You know, somebody not doing something they're supposed to do that I was supposed to be looking over. So I thought it was something like that. And he was like, no, we need to sit down and discuss about you coming back for an NCAA waiver. And I was like, I didn't even think it was even possible. So, I mean, it was kind of funny. So at that point, we started the whole process, started sending in all the waivers, getting all the paperwork we needed from the doctors and everything like that, former universities. And then next thing you know, I'm about to get married one weekend, and I get a call saying that I'm eligible.
And you know, they were talking about it on ESPN last night. I mean, you were talking to your teammates at Western while you were at your wedding on the phone.
And they actually they called Coach Stansberry FaceTimed me when I was at my reception. So it's kind of funny, but you know, that's the type of culture and atmosphere we have where we are.
But tell us a little bit about Coach Stansberry. I mean, he's been successful everywhere he's went, and he's building Western into. I mean, he brought in national recruit a few years ago, Charles Bassey, who was, and he's done it with some combination of those type of players, and he gets a lot of players from inside Kentucky also. But tell us a little bit about Coach Stansberry and the program.
Well, Coach Stansberry is the definition of a player's coach. He's a guy that's going to let you express your opinion, your knowledge. He wants to get the best of both worlds. So I'm saying that as if he has his terminology and his philosophies and everything that he wants to use, but he also wants to reach out to his guys to see how they feel, what they see on the court and everything like that. But just ultimately, I think it's the way he cares about his players, the way he communicates with them. You know, it was his birthday today, and I actually texted him and told him happy birthday, and he said, thanks, Merry Christmas, tell the family I said hello, tell your wife I said hello. So, I mean, that's just the type of guy he is.
And you're not going to get that at a lot of Division I programs. You're just kind of unfortunately, you know, most places you're just a player. If something happens to you, then they kind of move you out of the way, move somebody else in. But it's great to hear that's still going on at some level. But so newly married, playing college basketball again, and you were telling me we were talking about your teammates a little bit, and what's it like to be able to guard somebody out there and know if they get by you, you've got a 7'5" guy standing behind you?
It makes me look better. all that defense I say I'm playing, no, but for real, it's great to know you got that accountability behind you, that if something does break down, you got someone like him standing behind you that can protect the rim.
And man, 7 block shots. I think he had the first half last night.
And
it's not like that he's just a 7-foot guy that's just standing back there like a tree.
He can play.
He can play.
Yeah.
And but I tell you, I love to see guys, and there's so few from this region that get to move on and play. I love to see guys from Kentucky, and it seems like, you know, we don't see that much at UK. We don't see it much at Louisville. But Western and EKU are really playing a lot of guys from in-state and having some success with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think Kentucky high school basketball has done great. You know, I think it's forever evolving, but I mean, there's great players right here in this region, right here in this state that college coaches could utilize if they would just put their time and effort into coming over this way and looking at these kids play basketball.
I agree 100%. And you know, it's got to feel good, though. You're playing basketball, you're married now, so I'm sure that every night when you get home, your wife's got a nice dinner on the table, everything cooked, ready to go, right?
Ready to massage my feet and everything.
Yeah, the whole deal.
Put me to sleep.
So, I mean, that is great. But you brought a shirt for us today.
Yeah, it's
you're
right
going to
here.
sign this shirt. And, guys, we're going to auction this shirt off. You can go on to our Facebook page, or you can go to our Twitter page, and put your bids in on the comments, or you can message them to us. I'll keep up with that on Facebook and Twitter. But there was just one stipulation to Cameron bringing this shirt tonight and signing it for us. And Cameron, you tell us what that is.
So what we plan on doing with this auction right here, when I sign the shirt, we are hoping that all the money that comes in from this, we are going to donate to the tornado relief out in Western Kentucky. And I will get with him after this, and we'll get some links and some foundations that you all can donate to as well.
Absolutely. And just you were telling me that Mayfield, and it's like one half the town's gone.
Yeah, I mean it's very sad. You know, I actually have a couple buddies that I had when I was at Bowling Green the first time that actually are from Mayfield. And you know, my first thought the next day was when I seen what happened. My first priority was to reach out to my wife, see if she was okay, and then secondly was to reach out to them to make sure everything was okay with them. Unfortunately, everything was okay.
You know, I know your first thought was to reach out to your buddies, but we'll go with the first thought was to reach out to your wife. We'll go with that. I mean, I'm not going to dispute that. No, I'm just kidding. But I tell you, it's just I saw that. You know, I was sitting in a gym and I saw the ESPN come over. Cameron Justice going to be playing for Western. I mean, and we were talking. You had no idea, so there's no way we had any idea. But I tell you, it really did my heart good to watch you light up Louisville the other night. 25 points, knocked down 5 threes in the first half. What did it feel like just to stick a knife in Louisville like that?
I mean, anytime you beat an in-state rival or in-state foe or anything like that, it always feels good. But, you know, just to get that win for our team, our university, with everything that's going on in Bowling Green right now in the western part of the state, it was more, that's what we've talked about in the locker room the last couple of weeks, is just about how there's so much more to this game that you should be grateful for. And that win was not only for us as a team, but it was for the community of Bowling Green.
Absolutely, and that's a great message. But guys, we want everybody to get those bids in. And if you don't want to bid, you can just send us a dollar amount. You can send a donation. We'll take care of it through the station and get that money sent on. And we're going to have some different links. But I think it is so important that the state comes together as a whole and really does something for the people of Western Kentucky.
Absolutely.
And Cameron, we really appreciate you coming and sitting down with us. I know you've had a whirlwind week. I mean, you had a game against Louisville, a game in Rupp Arena last night, and then you turn around and you're back in Hinman here tonight. So
yep, it never stops. Be home for a couple of days and I'm back out.
And so what do you guys got coming up? What's your upcoming game schedule?
We start on the road at Southern Miss and La Tech, so we leave out I think the 29th. We play the 30th. So that'll be the start of the new season.
So no rest for the weary.
Absolutely not.
And you were telling me that the reason you got on as a GA was because you want to be a coach when you get done. And I tell you, you've been around some good coaches. Your dad, you know, you were around him. He coached, and then you know, Coach King at Knott Central, Coach Stansberry. So I wish you the best of luck. And I'm glad though that you said you're going to go into college coaching.
Yep. It's the plan.
I think that's great. And I tell you what, a fine young man, a fine basketball player, and we really appreciate you coming by and talking to us. And stop by anytime.
I appreciate it. I was glad to be here.
And everybody, tune in. Everybody's got their phone. You can go on your ESPN app. You can catch a lot of Westerns games on that ESPN app. So let's support our local kids. Not kids anymore, our local young men. I think of all of them as kids. But let's support them. And remember, bid on this WKU shirt signed by Cameron Justice. And right now we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you our top 5 boys and girls teams this week on Full Court Press.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Heinemann and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Welcome back, folks. And just so you think, you know there's no shenanigans going on, and it's not Harold Brashear signing Cam Justice's name. We're going to have him sign this shirt live on air for you. And remember, all the money and all the proceeds from this auction are going to go to the tornado victims out in Western Kentucky. And I tell you what, we really appreciate Cameron coming on and signing this jersey for us. Number 55. What brought 55. That about?
Coach Stansbury's son actually had 5, and we got in a little debate, and I said, no, you can keep it. That's the old and wise of me.
So that's the old and wise.
Yeah.
5 years ago, it wouldn't have been like that.
No, we probably would have had a little bit more discussion about it.
But I tell you what, we really want to thank you, and I tell you, a great young man, he comes to us and says we're going to auction this shirt off and send the money out to Western Kentucky, and I tell you what, those folks are in need. And we were talking about all the school buses that went out there from Pike County, Knott County, Perry County, Hazard, everywhere locally sent school buses full of things. And you know, Cameron, that's great at Christmas time, but those people are going to continue to need help for quite a while.
Absolutely. You know, actually, Stansbury actually had a conversation with us the other day talking about when we actually went out and helped. We helped clean out debris and donated food and everything, the whole 9 yards. But he kind of had a discussion with us afterwards talking about, you know, even though we came out here and did this isn't when it stops, and it doesn't stop in a week, it doesn't stop in 2 weeks, it might take a year, it might take 2 years, it might take 10 years. Absolutely. He just said, just know that these people will forever need help, and do whatever you can to help them get back on their feet. And
that's a great message from a great coach. And I tell you, that's one, you talking about the happy birthday and Merry Christmas, that's something that I'll always like Rick Stansbury for which I always liked his coaching, but I'll always like him from now on because of things like that, because you don't hear those stories much. Yeah. But we want to thank you for coming in, signing the shirt, so you know it wasn't me who signed it. It wasn't me this time. But we want to thank Cameron. He's got such a limited time through Christmas. They're going back on the road on the 29th. But we're going to take a break. We'll come back and get you those top 5s on Full Court Press.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Heinemann and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Welcome back into Full Court Press. Once again, thank you to Cameron Justice, and just for his mom, Beth. I do know how to pronounce Heinemann, Kentucky. Just wanted you to know. And I tell you, it was really grating to listen to those announcers say Hinman last night over and over. But we are here at Hometown 24 in Heinemann, Kentucky, and we're going to bring you our girls' top 5 for the week. A little change up. Letcher County Central is the new #1 team. They stand at 7-3. They are 2-0 in regional play. Knott County Central 7-4, 3-0 in the regional play. They dropped from 1 to 2. Perry County Central up one spot to number 3. They are 6-5. Overall 5-1 in regional play. Leslie County 4-5 now, but 2-0 in the region. Breathitt County 4-2 and 1-0 in the region. And it was Letcher Central had big wins over Harlan and Owsley County. They did lose a nail biter to Lawrence County. Knott Central defeated Cordia to start the week, ended the week beating Lincoln County, lost to Henry Clay, Rockcastle County, and Pulaski in between. Perry Central with wins over Powell County and Buckhorn. They did end the week with a loss to Morgan County. Leslie County defeated Buckhorn, had losses to Corbin, Harlan County, and Grant County. Breathitt County only played one game, and it was a win against Buckhorn. On the boys' side, nothing really changed. Perry Central still at the top. They're 10-1, 2-0 in regional play. Breathitt County comes in at 6-2. They're still undefeated in regional play at 4-0. Hazard, they're at 6-3, 4-1 in regional play. Cordia 4-3, 1-2 inside the region, and Wolfe County at 6-4. They're 3-1 in the region. Perry Central another good week. Defeated Hazard, then they defeated Harlan, and then won 3 games at McCreary County. So they were 5-0 on the week. Breathitt County had that win over Wolfe County, big win over Owsley. Hazard with wins over Powell, Calvary Christian. They did have losses to Perry Central and Painesville. Cordia defeated Middlesboro and Martin County, had that loss to Knott County Central. Wolfe County with a win over Sayre and Bluegrass United. They lost to Breathitt County and East Jessamine. So that's our top 5 for the week. Don't have a game to lead into tonight. No games on tap, but we want to remind everybody, get on Twitter. Like us on Twitter, Full Court on 24. You can like us on Facebook and follow us. We've got up over 100 followers, I think, added this week, but that is Full Court Press. You can find it on there. Look for our logo, and it's also at Full Court on 24. You can also email us 24fullcourtpress@gmail.com. Please, everybody. Cameron Justice brought us this shirt. He signed it on air. And we want everybody to bid on this, or if you want to just send in a pledge for a donation, we will have that information on the Hometown 24 Facebook page, on the Full Court Press Facebook page. Look for that information where you can send that money. All proceeds going to tornado relief out in western Kentucky. I want to thank our sponsors tonight. I want to thank all our viewers, and tune back in next week to Full Court Press on Hometown 24.